Today, Lanette, I want you to share some insight on how ladies can answer this question. How can they be a good wife for their husband?
I think it starts with friendship. I think it starts with having a foundation of two people who really enjoy being with one another.
You got to have fun with each other, people.
And they just want to have a good time, and they can be vulnerable or transparent with one another. They can be honest, but then they can like kick it and have the thrill and go through, situations and struggles with, but it's cool going through those situations because you enjoy being with the person.
Yeah, so it's not just where you guys are headed, but it's who you are along the way.
Yeah,
right?
Along the journey. So I would say first off, where is your friendship? You may need to rediscover that because I know, the longer you've been married, you may be going through situations or transitions that may have been taking place in your family, and you may be in a grind moment and you just lost that friendship. So I would definitely say first off, rediscover that friendship that you may have had with your spouse.
So sometimes what this may look like, because guys do look for friendship, where I think that sometimes ladies are looking for like deep relationships.
Emotional. We lead with, some of us, not all, but most of us, we lead with emotion. Yeah,
and so you want an emotional connection. So you want a guy, and I got guys that literally the moment you would say, I want you to share with me your feelings. The guys, something on the inside is like feelings. You know what I mean? We get dysfunctional. So
I only have one.
So guys have to grow from our wives in tapping into deeper levels of emotion. And so that's part of being a great wife is understanding that a guy's not necessarily like ready yet to go there, but the gateway to it is definitely your answer. And I agree that friendship is key. I wanted my buddy that I found when I first met you, while we were going through different things, and that you mentioned grind mode, and we were going through so much, and our focus became like fixing our problems, and I lost a friend in the process. So I do think that friend, that was a good answer. Good answer.
Thank you.
Survey says.
You would hope so after 22 years.
Okay, so what else can a sister do to
I think the other thing is show some support.
Okay.
So especially when you have a go-getter as a husband, someone who has dreams and aspirations, and they are always dreaming about stuff. They need support, and for a lot of times I showed my support in different ways, but it was led by, okay, if we're gonna do this, then we need to do this, and it was always showing the potholes or the valleys rather than the peaks. And so I would say support by sitting down, listening to his dreams, helping him to think it out, maybe just kind of going down that dream lane with him. And then maybe you're in the middle of him actually pursuing a dream. The good old-fashioned making sure the home is taken care of so that he can come home and have those moments of just relaxation and rest and safety.
I like that. and I will say to that, because there are a lot of ladies who may be watching right now, and they're like, I'm doing that. He needs to support me. And if that's the case,
we're going to do another video that says how he could be a good husband to you.
Because there should be a balance. Obviously, we're not saying that chores are the only responsibility of a wife or whatever the case may be, but there should be a balance within that relationship.
I mean, there were times where I've always had dreams. I've always had desires, but somebody's got to go first. Yeah. Both of you can't be big dreamers, and then the kids are stuck at home like, what are we going to eat? The bills aren't paid. Mama, we don't have electricity. So someone has to care for the home. Yeah. And so there was a moment where I decided to put my dreams on pause to support him. And then there was a time where he put his on pause to support me. So there's a complete balance, but you do have to talk about who's going to go first. What's the timeline?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to add to helping these sisters out?
You know what, ladies? And then sometimes you just got to put it on them.
Oh.
You just got to hook a brother up.
I bet y'all didn't see that coming.
In the bedroom. Lay it down. Tell him who's the boss.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
But show him love in a very physical way and put your all into it, I think.
Okay.
If you can do those three things, if you could be his best friend, if you can show him support in his dreams, honor him, all that, and then if you can, Tell them who's boss in the bedroom.
Okay, sex is the number 2 need of a dude. Yeah. So just keep that in mind. One of the things that I will say is that in Marriage in Transition, the book that Lanette and I just co-authored that you can grab, and it's on Audible as well and on all places where books are sold. One of the things, we have an entire chapter in that book that's devoted to romance. And the whole point of that chapter is to talk about when you're going through difficult seasons or you guys are just out of sync sexually, how you can get on the same page. And I think that book will give you some really, really, really great nuggets about how to ignite romance, sexual intimacy, and spiritual intimacy in the midst of very difficult seasons. So make sure that y'all get it. If you have not yet, make sure you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to Life with Sean and Lanette. And you can check out more information about our book at marriageandtransition.com. See y'all later.